A major bridge collapsing after a cargo ship crashed into it. Our Eamon Javers has the latest details. Eamon?
John, that's right. We heard from the National Transportation Safety Board a short time ago and gave us a little bit of an update on the behind the scenes of what's been going on at the command center here. They said that they've been working with the two different owner-operators of this vessel over the past several hours. They say they're going to examine the vessel's safety and maintenance history. And they also said that they're in touch with their counterparts in Singapore. Remember, the Dolly, the ship that was involved in this accident today, is flagged out of Singapore. The NTSB has a team of 24 individuals, they say, who are on site already beginning the investigation, even as the Coast Guard is still engaging in a search and rescue operation here. We also heard from Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, who was here with other officials just a short time ago here at the media site just outside of the perimeter of the working area. And what Buttigieg was saying is the scale of the economic implications here. Take a listen.
There is no question that this will be a major and protracted impact to supply chains. It's too soon to offer estimates on what it will take to clear the channel and reopen the port.
So you heard it there, a major and protracted impact to supply chains. No indication yet of exactly when all this will be cleared up. Buttigieg was talking about just the effort to get the bridge material itself out of that harbor. To get that harbor navigable again is going to be one of the first operations after the search and rescue finishes, because as of now, almost all of the harbor activity is blocked by that bridge being down. That is a major economic impact on this region. But for now, officials say, John, that this is still officially a search and rescue operation looking for those 6 individuals who are still unaccounted for since the bridge collapsed at 1:30 a.m. last night. They say they're going to keep it a search and rescue operation and not switch into recovery mode. They say they simply owe that to the families who are here on site. Guys, back over to you.
Eamon, yeah, that is just a nightmare of anybody who's had trepidation about passing a bridge. I read some reporting about the boat losing power, the ship losing power before it crashed into that. I wonder if there's a technological issue here or solution as well. But I suppose when you're dealing with something that massive moving through the water, who knows?
Yeah, look, John, this ship is nearly 1,000 feet long. It's packed to the gills with containers. The weight, the mass of that object moving at about 8 knots into that tower holding up the bridge, you can't imagine there's anything. In fact, Pete Buttigieg said there's no bridge in the world that's designed to withstand that kind of impact. Even with all the buffering and other kinds of technologies that bridges built more recently contain, nothing can withstand the impact that happened here last night. Remember, this bridge, of course, built from 1972 to 1977, so it was upwards of 50 years old. Even so, with all the technology that they have in place now and some of the new build bridges, you can't imagine a direct impact like that would do anything other than take down just about every bridge in the country.
Eamon, great stuff as always on that very sad story, shocking story from this morning. Eamon Javers there.